Hello everybody, this is Havoc, and if you are a fan of roguelite deck builders, card battlers, turn-based tactics, much like Breachway, which I featured on this channel before, then Fogpiercer is going to be for you. Here you build your train to build your deck, you fight off bandits in a post-apocalyptic world, you progress and unlock new train combinations with lots of synergies, and we're trying to get as deep into our destination. This is a fantastic game. Thank you to the developers at Mad Cookie Studios for providing me a key to be able to test this out early for you guys. They've made a ton of improvements since they first gave it to me, and I am super duper eager to show it off to you. So first and foremost, if you want to support the channel, then you can do so by giving this video a like, by subbing, and of course leaving your comments in the comment section down below. But also, you can go and wishlist this game right now. Currently set at Q2 2025 release. I highly recommend it just right off the bat. You're going to have a lot of fun watching me today. So essentially our goal is to get as far as we can. There's lots of grid mechanics, there's lots of card battling mechanics and synergies, as I mentioned. There's a lot going on here, and I have played a lot to get a lot of spikes here, and we've unlocked lots of modules within the game. Currently the demo is limited to just Monica Cold Snap. We'll get into that and what that means. We only have our basic Fogpiercer, not our Steam Piercer. We currently only have the ability to unlock the shield, artillery, and minigun train compartments, whatever you want to call them. And you can see there's lots and lots to go off of. But essentially, let's get right on into it so I can show you exactly what this game is about. All right, so here is our map, kind of showing you exactly where we need to go in order to get all the way to the final boss. Now, I will say I've maybe made it halfway through to like the second boss before my skills kind of got the best of me. But regardless, we have lots of paths that we can go down. These are essentially just basic bandit fights. We have convoys, which if we destroy the convoy truck, we get a module for our train. It's really awesome. We have our depot where we can go in and we can upgrade things, we can heal, we can buy new different things, to use artillery, to get in miniguns, to have lots of really cool exciting things, and to level up our compartments as well to be able to have more health or to have more benefits. And then of course we have things like some pretty easy cash grabs, and of course we have our boss battles. So essentially what I want to try and do is make our way over as quick as possible to some convoy areas, and then that'll lead us eventually to our depot. We currently have no money, so getting a depot early on wouldn't do much for us. So we're going to go ahead and go right down here to fight the bandits, and this is where kind of our first scenario comes up. So our fight is along the bandits. Our cliffs run along the top and a canyon at the bottom. As you can see, our Fogpiercer is down this center lane. This is where we will remain. And the potential bandits, which right now are just some simple buggies, will be in all of the other grids. The top and the bottom, this is our limit. In many cases, if we are able to shove them off, we could do damage to them. We'll get into that just a little bit. But just know that every single one of these grids is going to have some different scenarios on them, and it makes it a lot of fun. All right, here we go. So the enemy always starts off with their turn first. And here is where our fun begins. So here is our locomotive. You can see right here that these buggies will attack these two compartments if I don't do anything. Our Fogpiercer locomotive and our artillery, they will both get hit if we don't do anything about it. Now, one of the cool things is we could move up, we could move back, and in which case we would negate an attack on both of those. However, we have plenty of shields, so we're going to rock with that in just a minute. But a couple of scenarios that I want to present you. For one, there is a rock coming in 5 turns, and if we were to have these guys captured in this lane, that rock would take out all of them, and it would be fantastic. Or our artillery attacks do something pretty unique as well. So if we were to, say, launch it and hit ourselves, it would actually shove the buggy into the cliff and do damage to it. If we were to move up or we were to move back, let's go ahead and move back, it would actually shove the car up, which could have some potential benefits for us. Or in this case, we could shove him into our own compartment, which would make him lose a little bit of health. What I have to keep in mind though is that he's still going to attack here, and I have to defend against that. So we're going to go ahead and use a shield. That's going to get us a shield here to prevent anything from happening there. And then I could, for instance, bump right into him. I'm not going to. I'm actually just going to shove this guy forward a little bit just so we can see what it looks like. Our artillery shell knocked him forward. So again, he's not going to do any damage to us right here, Rather, this guy will bump up and will be just fine. Awesome. Okay, so they ended up moving every single turn as well. And we can see here that we can't cause any of a movement away. So what we're going to do here, oh, I don't have a shield either. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to put our artillery attack right here. And you can see there where it's going to shove both of them. So we're going to attack. It's going to push them both out, which negates either of their attack. If we had a shield, we could say, hey, I want to move forward or backwards and completely destroy them. That's not going to happen though. So instead, let's go ahead and just, we don't need to do anything else. All right, sweet. Well, we don't have any attacks this time at all. And so instead what we're going to do, we are going to move back one. We're going to draw some shields. And then we're going to say nothing's going to happen. We could use 2 energy, but that would use up everything here. So there's no use in doing that. All right, and this is where some things get a bit fun. For instance, I could move up 2, and these guys are going to hit each other for a little bit of really fun damage. And in fact, I'm going to bump him over just to ensure that happens. And then they're going to hit each other. There we go. I love it. All right, now unfortunately, we weren't able to shove anyone over into this rock in time. This is a little bit of a bummer, but we do need to get out of the way. Provide some extra support there, and that's all we're going to be able to do. There we go. That rock just, unfortunately missed them. Those are lots of fun to have happen. Now I have 3 turns left before the end of this battle happens. Now, the more that I'm able to do here, the better off that we are. I would love to get all of these guys attacked and killed, but it may not happen. But we're going to do the same thing. We're going to bump them to make sure they bump into each other. And I'm going to go ahead and use my second attack. Oh, I can't actually. Never mind. We can't move them up. So we are going to stay right here. This actually works out pretty well. So here's something fun I can do. We can move them back. Put a shield on. Now, yes, we can actually. I'm going to drop a shield here because it doesn't cost anything else. And then we're going to move backwards. We're going to kill this dude. Yes. So that knocks out the shield, but that's okay because we actually shielded our other carriage. That's the word I've been thinking of, not compartments this entire time. All right, this is our last turn. We need to be able to take him out, and we're going to do so pretty easily with our last artillery shell. Brilliant. All right, so we did take them out. We get $4 for each having taken out, and then with number of turns left, we get $7, which I think rounds up to 10. Oh no, we get $20. Either way, there we go. We have a total of 30 now. We've accomplished that, and as you can see, we're going to go right into the convoy, where we could see a buggy, we could see a drone bike, and then the convoy truck is what we have to destroy in order to get that module. All right, lots of attacks going on simultaneously here. So we want to get out of the way as much as we can. I want to shield up, but I also want to try and do some damage as well, but I may not be able to this time. It doesn't look like I will. Bumping into here actually won't do us any good. But instead, what we can do is move this guy so he ends up attacking that dude. We're going to go ahead and bump up the extra shield, which is awesome. There we go. We came out unscathed. All right, so same deal here. And instead, what we could do is we could knock this guy backwards, which would only do 1 damage to him. But if we were to do something else in the next turn, it would actually cause a little more havoc. Now, one of the things that's cool about this metal panels is it adds 3 shields to a carriage. The amount of the shield decreases by the distance from the locomotive. So distance from locomotive is close, so he's able to get 2 shields from that, which is great. We're going to do 1 shield here. Nothing else that we really can do here, so we're just going to let it slide. All right, so in this case, if we were to attack, it would actually destroy this car and do some damage here. There is the potential that it could knock out both of them. Let's see if it happens, though. Nope, just knocks them back 1, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. We're going to move up 1. I have to protect my man. Now, remember, we still have to attack this dude. That is the ultimate goal. And we're going to go ahead and start with this attack, which knocks this guy back. And, we're actually going to have to use our panels here, which is unfortunate because I really want to do something against him. All right, if we can, yes, this is perfect. So we are actually going to knock this dude, which will knock him back. That rock will come in. Oh, I thought it would. Never mind. We are going to shield up. I'm gonna knock that dude out. We're gonna drop the shield there. We missed, oh, it's a crane, excuse me. Okay, and this is our last turn. We have to be able to destroy this guy. So we're actually gonna take a little bit of a hit here. Yeah, we're actually gonna have to take the hit. We're not gonna get this no matter what, because if I take this guy out and this buggy goes out, then the convoy actually is able to escape. So no matter what. So what I would rather do is shield this guy, still be able to take out this buggy. There we go. So unfortunately, we don't get the convoy. It is what it is. It's unfortunate, but we'll take the win. We really got to start showing off some cool things we can do in this game. So we're going to try and knock these people out and see if we can't get someone run over. So if we can, we're going to try and trap these people as much as possible. So I'm going to drop a big shield here. I really need to be able to attack these guys, so it really kind of sucks that I can't. We're actually just going to go ahead and go and attack this buggy. Still protected fully here. We're going to bump up another shield just in case. All right, so one of the cool things about this minigun is that it actually shoots a minigun at the target, whereas these buggies just ram at me. So it's a little bit different. We can use these in even better ways, though, in the future. We're going to try to see if we can't make that happen. But for now, we need to do some damage control. Going to shift those guys out of the way. And then I'm actually going to shift him again. So we're still going to take a hit, unfortunately. Now, we can't lose this main compartment. If we do, we're dead. And we don't want to be dead. We're going to shield up. And then I can take this guy out, so we're going to go and take him out. Brilliant. Okay, 2 more turns until the rock comes. All right, we can totally do this. Here we go. Oh, I can't bring them both up, but we could still move like that. I can put a shield up, and then we're going to ram him to death. And then this guy's going to get hit by a rock. Flippin' brilliant. Yes. And that gets us some pretty daggum sweet rewards as well. And that brings us into our first depot. All right, we can either take some money, we can remove a card, or we can repair the train. We're going to repair our train. And we actually have just enough money to buy the minigun, or we could increase the max health on these guys. We're going to risk it for a biscuit and purchase the minigun. And that's going to give us a minigun which deals 1 damage to an enemy unit. And you can see here the range and levels that they work in. So if we were to go here, we could see exactly where those flares and shafts come in. This artillery attack, we could see where that happens. For now, it's just a simple minigun, but we could purchase and level up different things there. Yes. All right, so we're pretty good. Everything works out pretty well. There's nothing else we can do because we have no money whatsoever. Let's continue on. We have a higher chance of getting that convoy this time because we have another set of another carriage. However, there's a lot more enemies than there was before. This is one of my favorite things to do. I absolutely love just coming in and taking out one little mini dude and having the effects roll down. It's one of my favorite parts of this game. We need to mitigate as much damage as possible. So we're going to attack this guy here. That's going to cause that guy to blow out and that guy to blow out as well. Nothing can be done there. We're going to end the turn. We really have to focus on knocking this dude out. So what I want to do, sweet, I can hit him there. We're going to move this guy back, and then we're just going to hit this dude with the minigun twice. Yeah, let's hit him with the minigun twice. There we go. Ooh, we need to hit this guy more than once, but it doesn't appear that I can. Ooh, what we can do... no, I need to hit him twice, and I can't. That's really frustrating. And I don't want to destroy this dude too early. We need to take out what we can take out. There we go. We can do that one there. In the turn, we missed the whatever that is to take out the other stuff. Regardless, we should be able to do good things here. We need to move one back. Here we go. We're going to take out the convoy, which will also move and take out the buggy. That works swimmingly well. We're going to look at the modules we could take. So we could get 1 AP for every 3rd enemy destroyed. 20% cash reward bonus. By the way, that's a very intense little movement. Developers, I would suggest rocking this a little less extreme. Enemies destroyed by the train ram decrease movement cost by 1. We're going to go with that one. But we've also leveled up. And so as a result, obviously a work in progress artwork here. Monica Cold Snap can activate the first card that we can use, which is stun all enemies in a range or stun a single enemy and add 1 shield. We're going to rock with the Blizzard. That gives us another card for our deck. Now the chop shop. The chop shop is just kind of where we can buy some cards. We can do upgrades as well. So I would really like to upgrade. Can we buy a new card? We could buy a new card. That would allow us to do things like a blowout, release artillery smoke, pushing enemies away, receive AP equal to the number of artillery cards. There's a lot of good things here. 3 cells in a row, blind all enemies, a sticky bomb. Ooh. Or we could expand what we can do. Precision shot does 2 damage. That's actually really good. Deal all 1 damage to all enemies in a line of fire. Oh, man, this is really, really hard. Part of me wants to do that, but I'm also like incredibly weak here. We're gonna max out our health on our artillery carriage. Yep. All right, let's continue on. And we have our first boss fight. So we're gonna have the buggy miniguns, the buggy, and then Lajzo. Destructively annoys others with range attacks that may disable functionality. We also have a bigger grid than we normally do, and we start out with -1 AP from the beginning of the battle, which is a bit of a tough situation. Where's Pan? Lajzo says. Ask my ice bow, says Monica. I don't know who either of those people are. It's fine. All right, so Lajzo is destructively annoys others with a range attack. Affected wagon won't be able to use the cards for 1 round, so he doesn't actually do any damage, but it's still a bit of a pain in the butt. And as you can see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different vehicles all targeting us at once. And we need to try and take out however many we can in the most efficient way possible. So to me, that looks a lot like adding as much as we can shields-wise. Oh no, we can't add shields back here because we're too far away. Oh no, that's terrible. Okay, well that really sucks. I guess we'll continue to focus on that one. We should still be able to use it in my opinion. I don't know if we will be able to. Good grief, there's a lot of stuff going on. Okay, so we can't use the artillery shells. That is very, very annoying. The real question is, what do we want to do here? We're actually going to move one back so I don't destroy that. And then we are going to... There we go. We're going to use that ice bow. Take a look at those buggies. Yeah, disable, that's really frustrating. Okay, well there we go. We got some cards for being awesome. And we lost our Fogpiercer. I wasn't anticipating the attacks that happened. All well and good. And then as you can see, that's the end of this run, as it were. So we got a bunch of spikes. We can use those spikes to work on different cards and unlock different modules, as well as work on a different map. Now, this is pretty much what it looks like continually. We can continue to upgrade our artillery shield and Fogpiercer, as well as our other things. And in fact, let's see if I can't get a little bit further to show off some really cool stuff in the future. All right, well, we are a little more successful than the last time around, but we're still in a bit of a pickle here. This is a very straight and narrow thing right before a big boss fight. And it would be really embarrassing if I lost, but most likely that is bound to happen to some extent. But basically what we can do here is we have a lot of options to try and work our way towards knocking out a whole bunch of people all at once. Of course, I need things more like artillery attack than anything else, but I do have some cool cards. For instance, I have projectile counting, which I receive AP equal to the number of artillery cards, which is only 1, but that would still give me a good boost to my AP to be able to use all of these if I wanted to. Instead, what we're going to do here, we're going to stun a single enemy. Yeah, because I can't even move to project myself anywhere else. Oh, I could go right there. Never mind, that's actually a really good idea. This would bump this guy, dealing 1 damage, kill him, kill this guy, and which would then fall back and kill this. I guarantee that works like that. Hopefully it does. Heck yes, we just removed an entire line. And then, not only that, I can still shield thyself, and I can use 2 of these to take out a whole bunch of guys here. Fantastic. And even then, I can stun a single enemy to then put a shield up there. Perfect. Now, this dude, the cannon buggy, does the same thing as my artillery carriage. So we want to be able to, or we want to watch out for that. Now, one of the cool things that I do have, I don't know if I can knock him out, is I have the artillery smoke, which pushes enemies back. I don't know that I want to use that just yet. And in fact, I think I kind of want to move backwards to take this guy out. He would knock that guy. Bada bing, bada boom. Metal paneling up. And remember, we do want to try and get this convoy truck. The only thing I can hope for is that the rock will come in and take out a couple of dudes. Instead, what we're going to do, we are going to stun all enemies here. There we go. Doesn't really give me a lot of options, though. See, even if I were to do blowout, I just don't think it does anything. There's some cases where it would kill him, other times where it does not appear to. All right, so there's 2 turns left, and as much as I'd like to, I don't think I can hold him off for long. However, we can go ahead and get this, which means we get our convoy thing like we want. I'm going to go ahead and move 2 back as well. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, so unfortunately, he's moved forward. However, if I were to go and shield up, I can totally ram him. Still did damage to me, which I don't think it should have, but regardless, hopefully that doesn't do much for us. Let's see, +1 hand size, 5 extra AP when a wagon is destroyed, 20% cash bonuses. Let's go with the luggage extension. And this is going to get us to our next big boss battle. So you can see our progression that we have steadily gone down. And what we need to do is get to a depot sooner rather than later, but I don't know that we're even going to make it past this boss battle. We could have some buggies, buggy miniguns, cannon buggies, and then a marauder, a tank on wheels. Does not seem very fun to me, but we're going to see if we can't get it done. We finally meet again. I've been waiting. I haven't. Okay, this is very interesting. Holy Moses. That is a lot of dudes doing a lot of stuff. Good grief, but we have a huge hand, thankfully. If I did blowout, that would actually do a lot for us. There we go. Oh, it hurts me. Oh, that's interesting. Well, I'd rather not do that again. I didn't think it did anything negative for me, but apparently it does. Stun a single enemy, add 1 to the top. That's actually not a bad idea. Are you serious? Every single one of these enemies are not in the ideal location? It's got to be a joke. Man alive, we are just we're not doing great. Go ahead and do the deathly chill there. There's nothing that I could do that would knock those guys back, is there? Oh, there is actually. Yeah, let's do all of this. That knocked, oh, I thought it was gonna knock him out of the way. It did not knock him out of the way. There we go. We're gonna get 2 hits here, unfortunately. We're probably gonna end up dying here. I'm not gonna lie. There's just so much going on. This guy will lose if we don't knock these people out of the way. Let's rock that there. That gives us a 3 shield. And then this attack does all sorts of damage. There we go. Unfortunately, level 4 doesn't do anything anymore. Not anymore. It doesn't do anything. And then we could knock out this boyo. I didn't see the projectile counting until it was too late. Let's move back here. Add the shield. Why can't I? Oh, no, I can't add my shield here. Oh, we're in a world of hurt. And now the tank boyo has a whole bunch of stuff going on. We have a really good opportunity here to take out a lot of people if we do this right. But I think what I have to do right now is I have to stun as many enemies as possible, including the boss. Let's take him out. Knocks out a dude there. We can knock out a guy there. And I can still move back. 2. Let's go ahead and take him out. Oh, there is no shield. I just give up. We have a really good opportunity here to bump up. Take those guys out, which takes the boss man out. And bada bing, bada boom, we actually survived. Oh my word. That was great. Okay, cool. These bandits were tough as nails. Let's see what they left behind. We're going to definitely repair. That gives each of these wagons +1 health, which is exactly what we need. Now, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to make it in time to get down. Oh, no, let's actually go down to... Yeah, this pathway will take us to the chop shop, which may actually be our salvation. Or we might be dead. It just really depends. Let's go with... We're going to go ahead and stun a guy, which will shield our locomotive. We're going to stun all enemies in range, which will be all of these guys. There we go. We're going to... We don't need a projectile. Worry about any of that. And then... that actually may damage everyone else. Get that artillery going. Get a shield. Let's get another shield for just kicks and giggles. I wish we could speed up this rebar pillar, because that would just take out everyone. But it doesn't look like it needs to, that's going to happen. Let's get all of these guys taken out. And by that, I mean, if I were to move up one, I could actually take out all of those, I think. There we go. Oh, almost all of them. I'll take it. We're going to shield that boyo. Unfortunately, I don't have a shield to siphon, but I want to protect that guy. There we go. Let's see. Shoot an arrow at a target. I would almost rather shoot it at him. And then minigun that guy twice. Oh no, we're in a world of pain. I messed up for sure. Alright, he's going to be able to take my guy down there. Now hopefully we can just take this dude out. It actually doesn't appear like we will be able to. And we can't move far enough. I'm going to do some risky maneuvering here. I'm going to force this guy into my shield carriage. I'm going to move up one, and we're going to minigun him to end the battle. There we go. Okay. Skin of our teeth, but we're still here. Alright, I could really use... Oh, no. Yeah, I could really use some help. Oh, this is cool. So we were able to use this, and it shoves a guy into the canyon wall, which would be great. What I will take instead is stunning a dude to keep my locomotive in order. I'm going to boost all those guys up. Take them down. Minigun him, which again takes him out as well. Shield that guy up, and we are ready to go. Nice. Able to take all those guys. Here's what I need. Stun all enemies in a group. Bada bing, bada boom. I really need to get him moving. We're going to move up. I'm going to use my minigun a handful of times. And then we're going to use that guy to take out everyone. Boom, boom. Now remember, we still want this module, so I have to figure out how we're going to do that. Or we may just say forget about it and just take them out anyways. We don't have a shield siphon, so that doesn't matter. We're going to reshuffle completely. Oh, this is perfect. Take him out. Now, we're going to move back just a little. It's not going to be able to do anything, but that's all right. The rebar doesn't do anything to anyone. We just want to be able to get to this guy. That is ultimately what we care about here. There we go. Nothing else can be done. All right, we can actually take out that guy, which means we get our module. We are going to projectile, so we can work on all that. We really need some good minigun action. Sweet, we got it. Let's get that module. What do we want? 1 AP for every third enemy destroyed. Every wagon gets 1 shield. If a shield wagon is on the train at the beginning of a fight, -2 AP player round. Every subsequent round, 1 AP. Let's go with Fortress. I like that Fortress one a lot. Let's see what the Chop Shop has to offer. And it looks like it's just money. Unfortunately, we can't do anything in terms of, healing, which is unfortunate. But part of me does want to max health this guy up and buff these people up just a little bit more. Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end it right here, though, simply because, well, it's time for me to go. We could continue on. As you can see, the map has a lot for us to do. We could almost get to the end. I just don't think I'll be able to get to it because I don't feel like I'm good enough. I could use the God mode that's within the game, but I'm not really going to because I think that'd spoil all the fun. But ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy this type of thing and this type of game, be sure to let me know by giving the video a like, by subscribing to the channel, and leaving your comments in the comment section down below. And of course, wishlist this game on Steam. I highly recommend it. Once again, thank you to the developers over at Mad Cookie Studio for providing a key to be able to play it. It's a blast. I'm absolutely loving it. And wishlisting only does positive things on Steam for Steam visibility in this game. So I highly recommend you go do it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all those for the support. This is Havoc, and I'll see you in the next video.